Hi, everybody. It's Down Syndrome Awareness Month 2018, and I am very excited to talk about something that's very important in the Down syndrome community, and it's on inclusion. Now, FYI, I did take notes, so if you see my eyes wander just a little bit, well, that's because I'm trying to keep everything in sequence of what I'm talking about when it comes to inclusion. And so here I go. And what is inclusion? Well, basically, if you take apart the word inclusion, you get include. So basically, we're talking about being included in things, either in the work field, in school, in the adult life. Just making sure that your child or young adult with Down syndrome is always included in something that's going to make everything so beneficial to them in the years to come. And now, inclusion in the classroom is based on social inclusion, and that is a very critical issue for every student with a disability, regardless if the student is entirely educated in special ed classes or is fully or partially included in regular education classes. One of the components of social inclusion is that other students see children or young adults with Down syndrome, and these children and young adults see themselves as full participants in the classroom and in the school in general. So, let me tell you about my upbringing in my school years of being included. So elementary school, I didn't do much to be included in things. They were clubs, but I had no interest at the time. Middle school, I was slightly interested, and well, I had one dilemma that was going on during my middle school years, but that will be discussed in a different video in the coming days. And my high school years, wow, what can I say about my high school years? I loved my high school years. It was just great. Now, even though I know I didn't do anything during my 9th grade year in high school, but it wasn't until my 10th grade year when one of the most popular girls comes up to me and she says, "Jen, you should get involved. I can see so much school spirit in you. Go for it." Now, of course, I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? That sounds like a great idea. So I got myself included to be a part of clubs and some after-school organizations, which I didn't do much of in the after-school organizations. But I did take part of the Key Club, Crime Watch, SAD, and I was a peer counselor. I know I did a few other clubs. I just cannot remember offhand what they are. And, oh, I can't forget about student council. Now, I was not in student council, but I always helped them out when it comes to making posters. I had some creativity in me, and I loved doing bubble letters at the time. So I would always help out student council with that. And then I would post it along the walls of our school. And I did go to school in South Florida. And so we were known as the Cougars. So I would do bubble letters of "Go Cougars Go" or I graduated in 1996. So I would either do "Go Cougars" or "Class of 96", "Simply the Best." And no matter what I did in school, I made sure I was included. And these girls in school, well, and guys as well, they included me in things, which was so very nice of them. Now, I always thought that they did not like me. Well, I think just about everyone felt that way in high school. You also wanted to be liked very well. Now, I'm okay with that part. I didn't care, actually I kind of did care, of who liked me and who didn't. But that's not the case for this topic. So, with these classmates of mine asking me to help in making posters and banners, just put a smile on my face because I was just so thrilled to help student council out with whatever they need. And it was very much fun. And one of my key shining moments during my senior year in high school, oh, sorry, I just had a brain fart going on. Um, well, football. Whenever there's a football game. Now, I'm the type of person who enjoys sitting up front because that's how I learn, or whatever the situation is, that's where I like to be, up front. Instead of the back, because I never like being the back of things. So, with that being said, the cheerleaders are up in the front cheering. I'm sitting right up there cheering with them. Go Cougars! And all that stuff. And all the fun hand motions during what they're doing for cheerleading. I love those times. I kind of miss those times as well. And then also being nominated for most school spirit. Wow, I didn't even see that coming. One of the superlatives in the yearbook is most school spirit. And of course, I didn't win, but that's okay with that. Just the fact that I was nominated. All my classmates included me in the most school spirit, so I was very excited. And so, woohoo! At least I was nominated and included in it. So, life was great during my school years. And it was just amazing as well. Now, when it comes to out-of-school activities, and being included in things is, well, the parents. It's all based on the parents' part. For for the child with Down syndrome that is very young, to get them started in like some like sports clubs, soccer, softball, tennis, all that stuff. Bravo to the parents who do that for their child or young adult with Down syndrome, because getting involved with some sports, if they're able to do sports, is great. Now, if they can't do the sports, they can always be a manager, like a special manager of some kind for the sport. And I did not do sports in high school. That was all my sister, though, not me. I was more like the clubs, the activities, hanging out with my friends type. And so one of the things that my mom got me involved in when I was around 2 or 3 years of age, it was probably more 3, she signed me up at a dance school for tap, ballet, and gymnastics. And I don't remember much about that, but just the fact that my mom included me in that was great. Because at the time, I was not wearing glasses because I had gotten glasses, trifocals, at 3 years old. And, oh, I couldn't bounce around wearing glasses. That would have been so hard. But I was great for doing splits, and I did tumble a little bit according to what my mom told me, and it was all great. And I loved it, according to what my mom said. And so being involved with that and included in that was just great. I probably enjoyed it. And I think I did a little bit of dance in that too, as well. And so when I was 6 years old, up until the age of 12, 13 years old, my mom, thanks to my mom again, I got involved with Girl Scouts. And those were the best years in the 80s of being a Girl Scout, selling Girl Scout cookies, when the boxes of cookies were nearly like $2 a box, and now it's a whopping nearly $5. But so being involved with Girl Scouts was very much fun. We went places, we sold cookies, we did dances and modeling and all that stuff. It was very fun and I so enjoyed it. Now after I left Girl Scouts, I didn't do anything after that. But I tried to get myself involved in a lot of things in my adult life to be included in. Um, well, now with me as an adult, well, my inclusion is self advocacy. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm also including myself to write a book about my life and the things that went along and happened in my life that I am so eager to share with the world about what I went through as a person. Because no one's never going to walk in my shoes. So just trying to get people in the Down syndrome community and other people in this world that's not even Down syndrome related to know what my life was like is just amazing. I definitely have an incredible story to tell. And so self-advocacy is one of the things I enjoy doing most of the time. I include my Down syndrome friends in the community with fun things and events. And the one thing I am doing right now to be included in things is that my sister got me involved with Pampered Chef, and there is a fundraiser happening this month for Pampered Chef, and I encourage you all to look at the link. I can provide the link if you're very much interested in donations or to buy something through Pampered Chef. That'd be great. And then there's this club that I'm in, a sisterhood club. It was no longer a club, it's now called Sisterhood, and it's I Am Complete Woman. And it's founded by a wonderful, wonderful person who I love dearly. And I love it when she includes me in things now that I'm far away from my friends in South Florida, because I'm in Wisconsin now. So one of the things I'm making sure I'm doing is to be including myself in fun events that I know would help me out a lot. And hanging out with friends is another fun thing I enjoy doing too. When I lived in Florida, I put together my 10-year and my 20-year reunion. Now, I couldn't have done it without the help of friends. But I got myself involved with that, including other people to help me with, because, well, class reunions, what can I say about them? To me, that's mandatory. I love my class. We had nearly 500 graduates, just about. And seeing my friends from school is fun. Nowadays, I have a hard time remembering names. I remember faces, but sometimes it's the names that gets me. But overall, with this whole inclusion thing, and if your child is able to take on a high responsibility of putting together a class reunion, I strongly encourage that. Because I did. And that's one of the best things I've ever got myself into. And so my 10-year reunion was great. My 20-year reunion was great. And I got help. And don't be afraid to ask for help when you want to be included in things. I'm always asking if anyone ever needs help in anything. And of course they say, oh, Jen, not right now, but I'll keep you in mind. And so when they say that, that means I know they're including me to let me know that I'm still being thought of. And, well, in this world today, in the Down syndrome community, young or young adult, we always want to be included. Friendship is the best thing that people with Down syndrome need. That's why I strive on my friends. And if I get a little emotional, I apologize. But I love my friends. I'm still homesick from being here in Wisconsin. But it's okay. Because thanks to Facebook and other social media sites, I can reconnect with them. And it's great that I can reconnect. I like to share my story and the things that go on in my life. Because I want them, my friends, to know that I'm always thinking of them. And the one thing I enjoy doing most on Facebook when it comes to including, is when it comes to someone's birthday. I love birthdays. I'm always wishing my friends a happy birthday because they are a part of my life. I like to include them in my life. So therefore, I enjoy making my friend to feel awesome on their birthday. Now, whether it's through timeline or direct message, they're still going to get the message that they're being thought of. And we just want to be included. And we will always be included, no matter what. So, in conclusion of this message, parents and caregivers of people with Down syndrome, you're right on the ball with things. Making sure that your child is included in social events or school events is what we need. And I really hope you all enjoyed this wonderful message, because my eyes are a little bit glassy because I want to cry, but I don't. Because this video is now touching me. And I hope it has touched you too. So, I really hope you enjoyed this message. And this will be public, so you can share the video. And I love you guys. I don't care who you are. I love you. So, you all take care. God bless. And happy Down Syndrome Awareness Month to all. Bye.